Okay guys, so I solved the problem with the icon. So just to recap, we've got our icon built with OpenGL. And we've got a little bit of a function in there that will tell us when our mouse cursor's over the icon. Give it a second till it start up here. Boy, this thing takes a while to compile. Alright, so as you can see, we mouse over the icon and it can easily detect that the mouse cursor's over it, and it seems to handle all of the different boundaries. Now, in order to achieve this, what I do is I take the mouse coordinate relative to this point here. So this is a 512 by 512 window. So this upper left-hand corner is 0, 0, and this lower right-hand corner is 512, 512. I convert it to the OpenGL clip space, which has 0, 0 in the center. I believe it's -1, -1 in the upper left, and 1, 1 in the lower right, So, oops. And so that seems to work fine. Now I work in the calculations for the points I'm using to detect the mouse over. So theoretically, as long as I apply any math transformations to those 2 points that are recorded, I should still have good boundaries. So what I did, just for fun, is I added some transformations to rotate this guy around in the screen. And once again, we wait on the build. Alright, so, oh my, it's selecting even when it's out of the boundary, sort of. I mean, it detects it sometimes and not others. So what gives? If we just leave that there, it'll be very inconsistent. Now, I worked on this for a while. I put some telemetry down here, but I'm more of a visual learner. I added a little debugging function so that I could see where the data was. So let me add, and you can see now, yep, what happens is the converter of the mouse is inverting the Y for some reason. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's obviously the problem is between the keyboard and chair, no doubt. So to fix this issue, all I had to do was invert the Y. So come down here to where I'm doing the conversion of the window space to the clip space. Go ahead and restart. And as you can see, now it works perfectly, because now the calculated mouse position actually conforms to reality. So now wherever we put the icon, it'll be able to detect the mouse over. So the question is, why did this work when the thing was stationary? That actually took me a few seconds to figure out, but after I thought about it, it was actually pretty straightforward. So we're going to go ahead and make the icon placed at the origin once again. Alright, so again, it works, but if we turn on, once again, we have the screwed up mouse coordinates. So where it thinks the mouse is irrelevant for this particular problem because everything is relative to the center of the screen, which is 0. So that's why it looked like it worked, when really it had a problem. So problem is now solved, invert the Y, and we're ready to move on to our next challenge.